Russian companies have business relations with counterparties from different countries. And of course, disputes arise in these relations. The only reliable way to restore your right is to file a lawsuit against the Russian company. In this video, we will tell you how to do this, give instructions and show all aspects of this procedure. If Russian counterparty has violated the terms of the contract and has incurred a debt, then it was starting with a formal complaint. In some situations, the parties resolve dispute without trial through negotiations. To send a claim to a legal entity in Russia, you must find out the name, address and text number. The period corresponding to claim can be written or contract, or according to Russian law, it is 30 days. Here again you need to look at the contract to see what is written there. If the parties have agreed on arbitration court in Russia, then it is needed. The arbitration court in Russia is a state court that resolves economic disputes between companies. A claim to the arbitration court is written according to the law of Russia. It is important to remember that about procedure, deadlines and the statute of limitations. According to Russian law, there are several procedures in the arbitration court. First, the usual procedure. The period for consideration of the dispute is up to 6 months. Simplified procedure. Claim price up to 20,000 euros. Shorter terms, no preliminary hearing. It is worth talking separately about the main procedural document of our dispute, the statement of claim. The claim is written according to Russian law and consists of several parts. First, identification data. Second, description of the main facts. Next, legal position. Next, our requirements and application. The court will also ask you to indicate which country's rules will be applied in the dispute. If the norms are not Russian, then the court may ask the parties for information about the content of norms of foreign law. Let's now talk about our claim. At the beginning of the claim, we write to which court we are sending the claim and identification data of the parties to the dispute. It's also necessary to note the cost of the claim. This is the basic requirements plus sanction, fine and penalty. Next, we need to describe our position, that the contract was concluded, the counterparty violated the terms and a debt arose. To the description of our situation, we must add a legal position. These are norms of Russian, foreign or international law. In the attachment, we add all documents that we noted in the description of our position. Also, the decision of arbitration court can be appealed. This is also a rather complicated procedure since we must prove what the first court was wrong about. The appeal period is 2 months. Another option to collect the debt from a Russian company is to file a claim in commercial arbitration. However, this can be done if the parties agree to arbitration in the contract or enter into an additional agreement. Commercial arbitration has several advantages that will help resolve the international dispute faster and more efficiently. Firstly, this is a non-state court in which parties can choose the arbitrator, language, type of procedure, format for the consideration of case. The decision of commercial arbitration also cannot be appealed. It is worth remembering the principle of cost compensation. This means that court costs, including fees, will be paid by the party that loses the dispute. Commercial arbitrations in countries are similar. They have similar rules for conducting dispute and the same advantages. The parties to the contract can also choose one of the international arbitrations outside the Russian Federation. International arbitration decisions are enforced in more than 170 countries, based on the New York Convention of Recognition and Enforcement of Foreign Arbitration Awards. The legal basis for starting execution of the decision is the writ of execution. We can only get it in the state court. You must go to the bailiff service with the writ of execution. This authority helps enforce court decisions and repay debt. We send the writ of executions to the bailiffs and the authorities begin work. They will find property, bank accounts and help recover funds.